time's Ralph gonna get here?
Should be here in about half an hour.
I'll start packing your things.
Okay. Corey?
Yes, honey.
Coretta, you are a strong and beautiful woman. And I don't think I thank you enough for all that you do. That you are my strength.
Martin, I will continue to stand with you. Always. And no matter where you are, you'll always be here.
I love you, Coretta.
I love you too. You sure you don't want anything to eat?
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't have much of an appetite.
Maybe you can get some rest when you get back from Memphis. Hey, Ralph.
Alright. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Martin,
Ralph.
how you doing?
Good seeing you.
Hey, look, we got a plane to catch. We should be going.
You mind if I say goodbye to my wife first?
Go ahead, brother.
My sweetheart. So, I'll see you and the kids when I get back, okay?
Okay, honey. All right, Ralph, take care of them. I want them back in one piece.
So that's it.
Martin, your suitcase.
Suitcase. All right.
Bye, honey.
All right. See you later.
Evening, Martin. Look who I found wandering around the airport.
Jose, come on in. How you doing?
Hey, Doc, how you doing?
Good. Good to see you. Good to see you. Come on in.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Okay, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Now, Dorothy, earlier before you left, you were saying something about the march on Friday.
Yes, I just wanted to know, is everything in place for the march?
And we're still meeting at the church, right?
But yes, that's the plan for
Okay.
now. But I hope that. Excuse me, I'll get it. Hello. I thought you were speaking to me. Okay. Don't worry, I'm coming. That was Ralph. He said they were expecting me to speak tonight.
You need to get some rest.
I don't mind going.
Good evening, my brothers and sisters. It is an honor and a pleasure to introduce a man that means so much to me and to you as well. He is a man of strength. He also is a man of honor and integrity. He relentlessly pursued freedom, equality, and justice for the oppressed people of America. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to call him my brother in Christ and a friend. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I present you Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Thank you very kindly, my friends. As I listened to Ralph Abernathy and his eloquent and generous introduction, and then thought about myself, I wondered who he was talking about. It's always good to have your closest friend and associate to say something good about you. And Ralph Abernathy is the best friend that I have in this world. I'm so delighted to see each of you here tonight in spite of a storm warning. You reveal that you are determined to go on anyhow. Something is happening in Memphis. Something is happening in our world. The masses of people are rising up, and wherever they are assembled today, whether they are in Johannesburg, South Africa, Nairobi, Kenya, Accra, Ghana, New York City, Atlanta, Georgia, Jackson, Mississippi, or right here in Memphis, Tennessee, the cry is always the same. We want to be free. We are saying that we are God's children. And that we are God's children, we don't have to live like we are forced to live. We've got to stay together and maintain unity. You know, whenever Pharaoh wanted to prolong the period of slavery in Egypt, he had a favorite formula for doing it. What was that? He kept the slaves fighting among themselves. But whenever the slaves got together, something happened in Pharaoh's court. And he cannot hold the slaves in slavery. When the slaves get together, that's the beginning of getting out of slavery. Now let us maintain that unity. Secondly, let us keep the issues where they are. The issue is injustice. The issue is the refusal of Memphis to be fair and honest in its dealings with its public servants, who happen to be sanitation workers. They very seldom got around to mentioning the fact that 1,300 sanitation workers are on strike, and that Memphis is not being fair to them, and that Mayor Loeb is in dire need of a doctor. They didn't get around to that. Now, the other thing we'll have to do is this. Always anchor our external direct action with the power of economic withdrawal. We don't have to argue with anybody. We don't have to curse and go around acting bad with our words. We don't need any bricks and bottles. We don't need any Molotov cocktails. We just need to go around to these stores and to these massive industries in our country and say, God sent us by here to say that you're not treating his children right. And we've come by here to ask you to make the first item on your agenda fair treatment where God's children are concerned. Now, if you are not prepared to do that, we do have an agenda that we must follow. And our agenda calls for withdrawing economic support from you. I ask you to follow through here. Let us rise up tonight with a greater readiness. Let us stand with a greater determination. And let us move on in these powerful days, these days of challenge to make America what it ought to be. We have an opportunity to make America a better nation. And I want to thank God once more for allowing me to be here with you. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. And so I'm happy tonight. And I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom.